Anyways, let's start off with Aries. Thank you for being in here. So these timelines. So what we were talking about before, well, I'm on live on Instagram and fake YouTube because I'm recording it. So anyways, I'm repeating this again. When planets are transitioning through signs, through retrograde, so like Neptune is in tropical, is transitioning to retrograde station, whatever. Mars is moving from Pisces sidereally into Aries sidereally. Then we had Venus coming real close to Uranus. Those big planets, whenever they get these big, large transits to them, big events happen, especially in America or the world around us. Because it's funny, look, America's a Cancer, and Cancer went viral. It literally went viral around the world. The fact that Roe versus Wade thing happened, which is like a Venus and Uranus thing. So we went viral around the world. So Cancer placement, shout out to you for going viral. Anyways. So just going to start off with Aries. Just wanted to let you know about that. So let's just go into that one. So June 28th to August 10th is really the transit sidereally of Mars in Aries. So I just wanted you to write those dates down. So August 10th is where things get a little bit hectic. Another time I want you to write down end of July and the beginning of August. So from like the end of July, honestly, there's a couple dates in July that are interesting. So like around the 17th, 18th, that's an interesting day because the sun will be opposing Pluto. So interesting day. Then we got the end of it when other planets are transitioning or going retrograde, or they're conjoining. I forgot what the hell it is. Don't trip. We're going to figure that out later. Is, what was it? The end of July into August. And then August 10th, when Mars again moves into another sign. So just things that I want you to pay attention. Beware of moving too fast. Accidents, especially Aries placements. People that are ruled by Mars, Scorpio, you already know. Just pay attention. Okay, so Aries, back to you. Aries, you're gonna have literally Mars in here. In sidereal, they say is Rahu, because in sidereal they got Rahu in Aries. But then in tropical is really Jupiter in Aries, which we're gonna explain that. Only like Leos and Pisces, I think, are into. They have to figure out some shit. I'll explain why later. Don't trip. Anyways, things that you want to keep aware of. Mars is in your first house, Aries, which is again the self, the personality, right? So that's your body, not just your body. This is you initiating shit. Like, remember, you had all these plans, right? Jupiter is in here, bringing your 9th house and your 12th house. You've been having all these plans. You've been doing these things behind the scenes, and they're kind of like background moves and shit like that. And now they're finally getting executed. Maybe something was delaying or withholding. Something was withholding. You were conflicting with somebody. Or you're always now going to be applying the pressure to your partners. It depends. So from the first house, you either being too much or other people are doing too much to you. It depends on how your chart's set up. But I hope that makes sense in that aspect. I know you know what I'm talking about. So if you have plans, let's say you have maybe you have frustration with like an outside source, like a boss, like a supervisor, like an elder, right? You have plans since the beginning. You will be moving forward. So if you were waiting on a trip, now you're going on that trip. Maybe there was a delay that you needed. You waited some paperwork, some shit. Now you're going on that trip, or you're going to execute that thing. So it don't matter. So if you're being pushing or demanding, it's okay. Just keep that in mind. Okay. So another thing is that from here, it also kind of shines the light to your 4th house, and the sun is in there anyways. The new moon is happening in the 4th house. So it's not just home. It's really self-development. It's towards assets. So like if you was trying to get that car, if you was trying to make those moves or get that promotion, you're going to see that momentum now, really. They've been toying with it. Now it's really happening. So I just want you to keep in mind, because that's that 4th house sun in here. So maybe some of you're on your business. Some of you are entering business deals, right? You need to be working on unhealthy balance with people. Maybe you now have to prioritize your home or your assets. Like maybe a kid. Now you got to pay attention to your kids. Or maybe you have to take care of some shit. I don't know. Something very large and important to you. Taking care of grandma, your mom, your home, your atmosphere. Cleaning your gut would be a fucking thing. Maybe you're dealing more with your in-laws or your family that's not really family. Somehow they're coming to the light and you kind of have to, they've been kind of getting you emotionally disturbed. Some shit like that. I don't know, maybe you're the one kicking someone out, or you're not just staying at home. Maybe you go somewhere for work. Work has you going somewhere. You know, having to compromise your time is a thing. So I need you to pay attention to, this is the timelines. Remember the timelines from June 28th to August 10th. So remember this timeline, June 28th from August 10th, you're going to be feeling what I'm talking to you about. So getting rid of debt would be good for you. It might be too boring. You actually execute something. You're going to execute something from now till then, and it's raining. Don't worry about the rain, okay? So you're going to be executing something. You're finishing something large in part of your life for the next couple years of your life. Like literally a cycle. Everybody's into a new cycle because Jupiter has entered a new cycle. So now all of you are executing, especially some area of your life, which is a fourth house, either something you create, something with your home. So maybe you help, let's say maybe you needed to help a family member with their paperwork. That maybe helps you get whatever it is that you need to get done. Maybe you need their paperwork to be done so you could get going. I hope that makes sense. It's like because of something else is causing you to withhold yourself to execute this. So, you know, maybe like I said, this is a big part. So if you finish this aspect or you complete this, you're going to be moving forward in another light, like another, it's like almost affecting your public image. I hope that makes sense. Like what you do publicly to the world, what the world sees you doing, you're actually going to be executing and making this happen. Okay. What else did I got in here for you? Okay. You need to be filling up your cup. That's the message that I got as well, because I'm in Aries placement. What is filling up your cup? Like really learn these shits. Don't just say that you know this. So if you're going to be stepping into whatever area that it is, take time to learn whatever that is. Coming to understanding of whatever that is. So if you're going to be a homeowner, how the fuck you don't know how to clean the boiler? I don't know, something. I hope that makes sense, Aries. So becoming well educated in your thing, approaching this in a different manner. Don't be as sloppy or, oh, I don't know this, so I just did it for the first time, so you can't blame me. Yes, we're going to blame you. Okay, so that's another thing that I want you to know. Thank you very much. Okay, now Taurus. Let's move on to Taurus. Taurus placements. Oh, hang on, y'all. We gotta stop and handle some business over here because we're recording. So stop. Come on now. We're waiting on you. Here we go. Sorry, y'all. Anybody watching the playback? Oh, wow. The rain's really working with a player. That's cool. Okay. We're in Taurus. Let's go to Taurus now. Taurus. Mars, like I said, is technically really entering Aries, apparently, sidereally. I know that's new to you to understand. Just listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. Is in your... Hang on, y'all. Is in your 12th house. Mars is in your 12th house. Is the ruler of your 7th house of relationships, contracts, lovers, the one, whatever. So you got a couple things going on. There's different type of Taurus. There's somebody either from the past or you haven't gotten anyone and you're waiting on this, these are the eclipses that are happening, and Mars is actually, so if you don't, your real person that's out there, let's say your soulmate is out there, them right now are at their point of their life, they're fixing up things. So your partner's Taurus, pay attention, is trying to fix his health, trying to fix his work, trying to fix some area of his life, debt, some shit. They're trying to, they might not be doing it, some of them might not be doing it the right way. Some of you, you know who I'm talking about. But there's an old person or a new person that you may not know of. This is what they're doing. This is what's going on in their life, because Mars is 6 houses away. So what does that mean? So Mars is the ruler of your 7th and is located exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 houses away. So that is the health. That is the house of karma, house of like court legal stuff, financial issues, family issues, some shit that they gotta prioritize in their life. Okay, now what you need to be prioritizing, the sun is in your 3rd house. Focus on your mind, okay? Because right now you just had an emotional whatever the fuck happened, right? But now it's the sun wants you to focus on moving forward or finishing up, starting these paperwork, some of whatever you got going on, finishing that course, speaking to the right people directly, because this needs to get done. You've been missing or you've been lacking in some area of your life, and now Venus is in your 2nd house, so you're gonna get some money. You need to focus on that fucking money. Thank you. So I just want you to remember that. So what else did I write here? Just because I looked at it, that was all freestyle from there, but I wrote something now. So you're in your bag now. You're more confident. Venus is making some good shit here in your 2nd house of money, right? Venus in Gemini. Is also Mercury in Gemini in here in the 5th house. So some passion shit, or maybe your new lover or some shit. You know what I'm talking about. That's brewing up in your life. You want to take some risks, step into a new relationship, but keep your fucking wits about this. Prioritize planning your finances a little bit better. Some of you, whenever, I need you to pay attention whenever Venus does something with Uranus. Taurus, pay attention to whenever you hear Venus and Uranus brewing up or start figuring out something, because that's when you make large purchases. That's when you start fucking getting laser hair removal or poking your face or thinking about BBLs or wanting to really be in love, some shit. Yes, although, by the way, this would all be on YouTube. Thank you. Remember the timelines, June 28th to August 10th. Some of you, pay attention, there's another Tauruses. You got Mars in the 12th, can get you anxiety. So Mars in the 12th can get you anxiety, or really thinking the negative things about everything instead of thinking positive, which is giving you that shit. Okay, so this will be on YouTube. You might be getting irritated with some people in your life. This is from June 28th to August 10th. With associates, people you used to talk to, social media people, whatever. What you focus on. So Mars is sending some type of, from there, Mars is trying to focus on your mind. So it's really what you put your mind into right now. What are you really trying to achieve? Taurus, the 3rd house. Mars is trying to help you on social media. So if you're on social media, would be a great time to spit out these things instead, because that's the only area that looks a lot more positive. If not, you're going to be on some trying to get in everybody, trying to figure out what everybody else is doing. I know that's not usually you, but you're trying to figure out what that is. Why is people acting the way they are? You might, what else? See, you might, or like I said, you might be dwelling on some area that takes time. This is Taurus, by the way. So you might be on some area, like, what else? Like whatever your moon is in your chart is going to be focusing on. Like, if whatever problem that you've been constantly facing or looking at, Taurus, lately, you're going to be really focusing on that if you're not using this energy to make It's like working behind the scenes energy. Instead of like focusing on the problems, focus on the areas that do work, like your sales, like your productivity, going out with your friends, taking these, whatever it is that the other good parts of your life, focus on that shit, right? So it's trying to focus on your master plan, okay? Like signing up for whatever course, back to that. Anything important legally, your DNV crap, paperwork, departments that you were waiting to hear back from, this might be the time to work on that, you know? Somebody said this is a sweatband. Yeah, don't trip. Sorry, I'm on live on Instagram. Thank you, YouTube, for bearing it. We're trying to make this short. Okay, what else? You need to be focusing on your health or your sleeping habits or the way your bed is. This could also be making you do self-care, self-spa. Work on like on a court issue. Work on a legal or like some type of tort, like whatever. Like I said, something that needs to be prioritized is going to start coming up right now during these transits, June 28th to August 10th. So that'll be good. I feel like that's only when Venus conjunct Uranus. So write that down. Whenever you hear Venus transit is when you'll be doing shit. Okay, what else? What else we said? Family affairs from your partners. Keep in mind business deals. If you're in business, there could be some type of delay at sometimes, depending on what Venus is doing. Or you can have like expenses come out of nowhere. Like you could lose like time in some area or lose control in some area of your business. So just start saving now or start prioritizing what you already know or foretell that's going to break down. So or like, oh, if you know that, I know that, oh, I'm going to have the kids now, so I won't be able to go to the post office to ship my stuff, whatever that is. So whatever thing that you're supposed to be doing, just keep that in mind. Okay. What else I got in here for you? Transforming your business, what you want in a relationship. Again, please be conscious of this, Taurus. This is really what you should be doing. Keeping yourself organized, Taurus. That is basically you're transforming your concept of where you're going in life, like literally what direction you're heading into. Are you doing the family thing? Are you doing, if you want that, what steps do you really, what are you need to do the give and takes. You have Mars in the 7th house, Taurus. That means that your partners are gonna come with some challenges. What are the ones that you're willing to deal with? Which one is the ones that you're not willing to deal with? So I hope that makes sense. Keep that in mind, Taurus. I'm going to do Gemini and then I'm going to save that. So let's go into Gemini. Hang on. So now this is the 11th house. Now we're moving from the 12th to the 11th house, which is the house of gains, goals, friends. This is a house of being recognized, Gemini, some people. This also makes you buy large things. Like I said, all mutable signs. When it was June season, you were preparing to buy something, to execute something in your life. Signing a contract, getting a car, getting a house, moving in, moving out, getting that job, getting that promotion, figuring out how you're going to deal with the home, throwing shit out of the crib. Makes sense? We're in Gemini for those people that are slow. No offense to you, Geminis. You've been looking for a great job, some shit like that. For instance, I'm a Gemini moon, that's a fact. But or something that sparks my fucking life, something that I care about. How am I gonna do? Or you've been juggling kids, like let's say you have kids or a lover. You've been trying to execute both, doing things with friends, right? You can also been like everything kind of comes dramatically to us, Gemini, because our life is kind of like a show. It really is. We got Leo in the 3rd house, so our life is really exciting to us and everyone else. So these things some things came dramatically into your life recently, or you're being too extra, or there's been some areas of your life that, I don't know, something extra in some area of your life. You know what the hell I'm talking about. So, like, you need to kind of stay out of the way So Gemini, there's some, you know what dramatic shit is. So let's say your bosses are dramatic, or your lover is dramatic, or your family, your home, some areas mad fucking dramatic. Stay out of the way. Especially if you have Moon in Gemini. Stay out of the way. Life is a movie and we need to be playing in the sand, man. I'm trying to help you. So Gemini, besides that, let's see, what else did I want you to know? The sun is in the second house. This is our desires, things that you want, your money. Okay, something that also, with all these Gemini placements, is things that you've missed out on, or things that were kind of like you forgot about, or hidden, or out of the way, or shit that you had to do in secret because you've been doing that shit. They're coming out. You're gonna do it, and you're gonna make a decision about them sometime whenever the sun in Cancer decides to move closer to your Capricorn placements. Anyways, so it'll be unexpected changes, which you already kind of used to. But you kind of gained from this some sense of peace, freedom. Take the wins with the losses. Maybe family becomes a priority, or like I said, you do to have the confidence enough to be like, you know what, fuck that. I'm going to do what the fuck I want anyways. Everybody else is. So I just want you to keep that in mind. So focus on what you want, what belongs to you, your finances. That's literally the second house. It's a great time to study. You too, just like I'm gonna say that to Pisces too. So it's a great time to study as well, or focus on shit that needs a little bit of extra work. Gemini placements, you know what that is. We're always on that shit. Okay, so what else? You're also may find information. It depends on what placements you have in Cancer. You may find information that's kind of sad, or you don't know what to feel about them, confused about them at some point. Remember, June 28th to August 10th, bro. Don't ask me when it happens. Sometime then. Pay attention. So then Mars is also obviously sending some love. What the fuck is that? No. Where we at? Hang on. Sorry. Let's see. Kind of like Pisces too, because you guys both have transits happening in the second house. So just want you to know that. So, but anyways, Gemini rising and moon specifically, you will be solidifying things in your life. Now that Jupiter and Mars are becoming a thing in your 11th house, this is the ruler of your 7th and your 6th house. So you will be making some decisions in your life, where there is this new job or whatever stepping stone you gain, like I said, but is a solidification of something in your life, something karmically as well. It also aspects the 5th house to your lovers, friends. You're gonna want to take risk. So Geminis are gonna be on some frisky shit, of course. I had to do this sign. You already know they the enemy, so we had to do that shit. Taking a risk at something you desire, well, it depends on your Venus. It depends on what you got going on. So it could be that BBL or Instagram. It really can. It just depends on what you plan on doing. Okay, there's an area in your life that you have not been paying attention to that comes up that you should. So you'll know what I'm talking about, because it's going to come and you're going to be like, oh my God, this is what she was talking about. Yes. If you're in school, it goes good. The kids, whatever you do with the kids kind of goes good. You do things with the kids, finally. I don't know if that makes sense. You take them places. I don't know if that makes any sense to you here. If you have any court stuff, legal matters, you'll start getting a little bit of love and you start winning. So Gunna, if I were you, baby, I'd be asking for some type of something right now. You'll get it. Your health will be okay. Don't trip about none of that shit. Maybe focus on your pets. I don't know why. I don't care. Maybe, like I said, some of you give people ultimatums. Again, that's going back to that karma. So some of you will be making it official motherfucking tissue between now and August 10th. So these are for all placements. So this is executing a lot of different things. So that somebody said, is it trips? Yes, this can also be like some fun things because Venus is up here for a while, and Venus will be taking you out, going out places. Like I said, Jupiter is aspecting your 5th house, going out with friends, going by yourself, going to meet new people. That's another thing. Figure that one out. Have fun, Gemini. It looks good to me. I say go for it. You win in everything, actually, you fucking assholes. Yeah, you win. Anyways, we're gonna save it here because then the video will be too long on YouTube and it needs to be watched. Thank you. And it has to get downloaded, by the way. So we're gonna pause. Hang on.